Hi there, I'm Celia Bertoia, and I'm going to demonstrate how to play the sounding sculptures, the tonals as Harry called them. He had several different techniques that I'll show you today, but really the whole idea of playing these sculptures is that anyone can do it, and nothing is wrong. Anyone from a 2-year-old to a 90-year-old can play these sounding sculptures, and it's all good. That said, I will show you some techniques. First off, we're going with tonals that have just 1 or 2 rows, and it gives us an opportunity to have some different sounds. I'm using this tool, which is a percussion kind of tool, and you can get it where they sell drums, or there's the Gong Shop online, or you can just use your hands too. It doesn't really matter. But what you do is you just go along the bottom, and it brings out the deeper resonant tones. And then, of course, you can play it with your hands too. Now, this one right next to it, you can do that again. You get a different tone as you're banging. And then again, to use your hands, you'll get the other tones. I also want to show you something a little different. With a sculpture like this, the rods measure about 5 or 6 inches in a square. So you can do this. You need the rods to be close enough that you can grab them all with your hands. So I'll show you what I mean here. Harry made a recording, and he called it machines, machination, because when you do this technique, it really sounds like machines. So you can see I'm simply letting it sound and then grabbing it to stop it. Okay, now I'll show you these cylinder tops. These are big, heavy tops. And the reason Harry made these was he enjoyed the louder sounds, but he found that if he had really tall tonals, it was logistically challenging because you need a very high ceiling, and then they're hard to transport. So he made these cylinder tops, and they're loud, so you want to emphasize that loudness. So what I do is I simply grab a couple of them and bang them against each other. You can always go on top. All right, I'm going to show you this smaller reed tonal right next to it. With the simple reed tonals, you can really do whatever you want. I mean, they make lovely sounds no matter what you do. So you can touch it on top, kind of drag your fingers over it. You can touch it on the sides. Do that. I like to think of these sculptures as they're creatures. Harry was very fond of them, and they should be treated like they're almost like they're little animals. You want to caress them and coax them to release all their sounds and treat them gingerly. Now with the cattail tops, these of course you can do in a variety of ways again, but one technique is to start at the corners, gently just grab a few, go on each corner, then maybe 2 corners, and finally get the whole Okay, I'm going to, okay, I'll show you the tall one back in the corner. Let's see if I can get this a little better situated. Okay, well, it's kind of hard to see it, but, all right. I'm going to work with this fellow, and basically what I'm going to do is grab it with a little bit of a twist, so when it releases it makes a lovely sound, but the visuals are really nice because it sort of goes in a bit of a spiral. See how I've grabbed that and spiraled it just a little bit, and then you release. And that is lovely to do on the reed rods. So again, the reed rods, you can kind of do whatever you want. I'm going to go over here to the singing bars in case you have some of them. Let's see where. How do we get these? Oh, there they are. All right, the singing bars, you basically, I'm not sure if you can see all the way at the top there. They need to be slightly separated, so if you have them on cord, for this size, I have them separated about 3 inches, so that when they are touched and you just move one, that they have room to actually interact. And with the gongs, these, you can just knock them with your knuckles, or you've got some let's see here. All right, so this one has a split in it, so I'm going to sounds a little different on each side. And again, the whole idea is just to enjoy and get whatever sounds you like out of there. So that's really about it. Let me know if you have any questions.